I'm Helen Hackford.
Oh, you are.
You're Taylor Mirren.
Exactly.
You are sometimes.
And we have been together 26 years, but we have only been married about 10. Took us 15 years to make that decision. It was 25 years since we'd worked together, and I'd kept trying to interest Helen in roles, but my films that I was doing, they were small roles. I had a desire to make a particular film, and she said, no thanks. So in this instance, this role was the first thing that cracked the ice. And it's a terrific, actors respond to great roles, and it's a great role. It's about a lot of things. It's about, what you would call cynical world of selling of flesh, both as in a brothel, but also in the fight game. Because, when two boxers get in the ring and go through this brutal kind of ritual of violence, that's what's happening. You're selling flesh. And it's not so much about the prurient kind of quotient of that. It's about the people. After having been through that their entire lives, they're pretty well cynical in terms of their sense of opening themselves to any emotion, certainly romantic emotion. And the characters played by Joe Pesci and Helen Mirren and Sergio Perez Mencheta, they've been through it. So you think they're inured to that. I wanted to take that premise and say, is it possible to actually find love, to be able to awake in a place that is as cynical selling of sex?
We've worked so much apart all of our lives, the last 20 odd years. I'm in Hungary making a movie, Taylor's in New York making a movie, I'm doing a play in London, so a lot of our life together has actually been spent apart. So it was fabulous to actually be working but be together, and that's a rare thing for us.
Interestingly, it wasn't like this, we're right by the monitor, we're collaborating. She was an actress, she hung with the actors, she ate with the actors. I'm out doing my movie, doing what I have to do. And we still meet at night in bed, but, at least on Sundays, there was a few hours I could grab. We could drive out through the countryside into Mexico, which is extraordinary. And having that sense that you're there together and sharing the experience, even if you're sharing it from different roles, was great.
Taylor's always late. When I first met him, he was late. I was walking out the door because I was so cross that he was late. And so we almost never met. If you'd been 5 minutes later, I wonder if we would be together now. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Anyway, so he's always late.
There's nothing that...
tops.
Well, interesting thing about my wife is that she has this unbelievable, uncanny memory. She can memorize, hours of Shakespeare. But her memory, her short-term memory, is nothing. Whatever happened 15 minutes ago, it can have a benefit that you tell. I'm a storyteller. I'm a storyteller as a filmmaker and in life, and I love to tell stories. It's great because she keeps saying, I never heard that before. So it actually
it's always new to me.
It's nice. It's nice. But
I laugh because I've never heard that joke before. Because I have 20 times. I've just forgotten. And I don't put the tops on bottles. That's a rather pet peeve about me.
That's true.
Oh, what we did in New Mexico was driving around. It's great.
We drive. Helen's the navigator. I'm the driver. I really do listen to her. She loves maps, and she really works. The only problem is occasionally her ambition for a unique route can get us into deep trouble. We found ourselves up at the side of a volcano in Guatemala, and literally in a situation where I never thought we'd get out, because the road kept getting worse and worse, literally with huge ruts in it. It does give you a great deal of pride that I was able to drive this little rental car and be able to evade all of this and make it. And at a certain point, I was looking at her face and she was going, oh my God.
What have I done?